Hello and welcome to another one of my videos where I will be going over a C++ tutorial and we'll be doing more if statement tasks just to make sure we have those skills there. But before I do, please remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel and share this channel and video far and wide. So without further ado, we're going to go into more if statements. So it'll be nested, else if, else, basically just to make sure we got the skills. So, how are we going to apply them today? We need to create a C++ program. I'll ask you to select red, green or blue. If you entered red, red with a capital R or just a lowercase r, display you selected red. If they enter green, green with a capital G or a G, say we selected green. And same for blue or B, say that you selected blue. If they entered anything else, we're going to say incorrect choice. So the first thing we need to do is we need to do include. We're going to do a string because typing in text needs a string. So then we're going to declare a string variable and we're going to call that color. That's the first bit. Done there. That's the first bit done. Next bit now, we need to have a cout. We're going to ask the user to enter a color. Okay. And do an end line. And then we're going to cin color. Done. So we could have something like this. If color is red, or color is equal to red, or color is equal to R, we're going to say you selected red. If, however, and then we're going to do else if color is green, or just do a G, we're going to say you selected green. And then we're going to do another else if. You can copy and paste once you get the first bit right. We're going to say blue. We're going to put blue here with an uppercase B, and then we're just going to do a B. And then we're going to say you selected blue. And then what we need is an else statement. And we're going to cout incorrect choice. So this is where we need to test out the different cases. So I'm going to do R, red. I'm going to do red. I'm going to do red here. So we know that works. If I want to do an R, incorrect choice because we haven't included that in the color. So I'm going to try and do B. So we selected blue, blue, blue with a lowercase b, just blue. Same will go for green, green, G. So what I've done is I've tested every single case. And what you'll see here, these two are the OR operators. So the way we do it is we just do shift and backslash twice. That's how we get the OR logical operator in C++. So that is this task done. Bingo. Let's move on to the next one. And the next task is we need to write a program that asks the user to enter 3 numbers. The answer needs to be based on the following formula, which we have to use for this program to work. And we will print what the final number is. And then we need to produce an if statement saying where if the grade is greater than 8, well done, you passed. If it's lower than 8, print you failed, better luck next time. So obviously we're going to need this formula. We won't need a string because we are dealing with integers. So we need int m1, m2, M3 grade. So that's what we need there. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to see out, enter a number. But always need to do the see outs there. And then we're going to see in M1. And then what we can do, because we know it's the same thing, they're both going to work. And the only thing we need to do is change the variable to M2, change that to M3. Then we've got the working. So now we need if grade is greater than 8, we are going to say, well done, you passed. Otherwise, we are going to say, we're going to do a see out and say, you failed. Better luck next time. So let's have a look. So we're going to do run. So I'm going to enter a 3 plus 1 is 4 plus 3 is 7, which should not. So what I've done is 3 plus 1 is 4 times 3 is 12. So it's greater than 8, so we passed. What if I was to do 1 plus 2 is 3 times 2 is 6. So that's a fail, so better luck next time. So that is testing 2 cases there. And that is our grading. That's our grading system there. Nicely done. Okay, what's the next one? We've got different colours. So the colours red, blue, and yellow are primary colours because they can't be made by mixing other colours. When you mix 2 primary colours together, you get a secondary colour. So if you get red and blue, you get purple. Red and yellow, orange. Blue and yellow, get a green. So we need to write a program that prompts users to enter the names of 2 primary colours to mix. If something other than red, blue, or yellow is entered, then we get an error message. That should be appropriate will appear. Otherwise, a secondary colour produced by mixing should be displayed appropriately. So we will need an OR comparison or OR logical operator for this one. Not comparison operator. So how are we going to do this? First, we need to do include, and we need a string here. We've got our string. So we are going to do a string. We're going to do a string called color. I'm going to ask the user to enter that color. Good. So let's show you an example. So we've got something like this. If color is red blue or blue red. So we can do it like that. Just to make it simple. We can do more options, but we're going to keep it like this just for simplicity. So the secondary color you'll get is a purple. However, what we can do is else if color is equal to, we're going to have red, yellow, yellow, red. And then we do shift backslash twice. And we're going to have color equal to comparison operator. We're going to have yellow, red. And then we're going to do squiggly brackets and just do a simple cout. And the color we're going to get is orange. And then what we're going to do is another else if. And instead of red, yellow, yellow, red, we are going to say blue, yellow, and yellow, blue. And the color we need to get from that is a green. And then finally, we do a nice else. And we can just have this statement. So something like this. Let's see this work. So, two primary colors to mix. I'm going to say red, yellow, orange. I'm going to say blue, green. It's not appropriate because we can't have blue, green. So I'm going to do, if I was to do blue, yellow, that's green. Or we can have yellow, blue, that's green. So we have tested out these colors appropriately. We can, however, do this. We can do a space, and we can have another set of ors, and we could do that for lowercase. We can do that if we really wanted to. So you can have red, blue, and it will output the same thing. So we can do another set of colors if we want to, and we can do loads of conditions to our heart's content, but we're not, which you can do if you want to make a program different to mine. That's not a problem. But you get the basic principle of how the code needs to work. Okay, so that is that for the task. Let's clear this off, and let's see what else we can do. Next one, we need to write a program that requests the user enter their age and bank balance. So if the bank balance is negative, then the message go for a walk should be displayed. But if the bank balance is positive or a 0, and the user is 18 or over, we could do a message go to the pub, that should be displayed. Bank balance is not negative and you're under 18, just say go to the cinema. How are we going to do that one? Well, we don't need a string because we're not going to be dealing with strings. So we will need int age is 0. And we also need bank balance initialized to 0. Done. And then what we need is we need to do couts and cins. So we got the age and we got the bank balance. So now we need to get the messages. So if bank balance, so this is a nested. So if bank balance is greater than 0, then we're going to do some couts. So we're going to cout something like, go to the pub for a pint. So that's if it's a 0. But we can keep it like that, but we can keep it like that, but it won't work properly. So we will need another if statement. So if age, so if you're over 18, then you need squiggly bracket, and then you're going to have go to the pub for a pint. Otherwise, we could say go to the cinema. Or the flicks, as I used to say. So we've got a nested if and else statement in that if statement. But what if you don't have any money? That's where we would do the else, and we could do cout, go for a walk. I do like my little walks, especially out in the country. So this is what we've got. Let's run it. So type in my age, I'm going to type 28. I'm going to say 0, go for a walk. 17, 0, go for a walk. I'm going to say 17, 20 quid, go to the cinema because I can't drink. Say 18, 20, go to the cinema because it's still 18, but if you're 18 in the UK, you can drink. So I'm going to change that from a greater than to a greater than or equal to. So we've changed the condition slightly. So I'm 18, I got 20 quid, I can go to the pub for a pint. If I'm 28 and I got 20 quid, go to the pub for a pint. So that is all the conditions met for that bank balance task there. Okay? Let's see what the next task holds. Shall we? So what's the next one? Write a program that accepts 3 input integer values, and using a sequence of if-then commands, we display them in ascending order. So how are we going to do that? Well, we will need numbers. So I'm going to see how we do that one. So all you need for something like that is you need a whole host of integers and loads of couts. So we've got integer a equals 0, b equals 0, c equals 0. Then we're asking users to make these 3 inputs. And there's a lot of nested ifs here. So we've got what the values are. And then you can see there's a whole load of if statements. So it's a lot to go into. And you can see. So you can see we got, let's say I was to actually try and do this. So I'm going to enter 1, 2, 3. Value A is 1, B is 2, is 3. So you got 1, 2, and 3. So I've just gone literally in the if. So A is less than B. B is less than C, so that's the first one. I'm going to change this around. 2, 1, 3. So A is lower than C, but C is not actually, C is lower than B. So let's run that again. So I'm going to do 3, 2, 1, straightforward as that. So B is, so if B is not equal to, less than or equal to C, but so so you got C, so they're not equal to, so we're just going to numbers are C, B, and A. As I've done 3, 2, 1 there. Let's try another one. So I'm going to try A. So I'm going to try A to be smaller than C, so I'm just going to do 1. So if A is small, C is smaller, less than or equal to A, and A is less than or equal to B. So I'm going to do 5, and I'm going to do a 4. So numbers are, so A is 1, B is 5, C is 4. So I'll literally go on to A, B, and C here. So it's still going in that order. I'm going to try it. So 5, 5, A is equal to B, and B is equal to C. Done there. So those are the numbers, outputted as it should be. And let's make the last one. So 6, 6, and I'm going to do a 7. A is equal to B, but B is not equal to C. So you can see there's a whole load of conditions and loads of nested conditions. So we're going in 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So 4, 5, 6. So 6 nestings there. Okay? So that's quite a difficult thing to do there. So that's why I copied and pasted it in, because it'd be better if I explain how this works. And you'll see here there's 2 ampersands. And to do that, you do Shift 7 twice. That is the AND logical operator. Okay? And that is essentially task 16 in the 3 integer values. So now we're going to get rid of that. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to get rid of that. And let's start afresh. Okay, the company is hiring new recruits who should roughly be written within the age range 18 to 28. So we need to write a program that asks for the current year and the year of birth of the user. The program should then display a message saying whether the user is eligible or not. So let's see what we need to do. So it's an basic if and else. So we need to do int year, and then we can do a cout saying what year were you born. Nice and simple one. And then we're going to cin year. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. And what we're going to do, we're going to use the percent, which is the modulus. So I'm going to show you how that works. So if year, so the modulus, you would do Shift and 5. So if modulus 4 is equal to 0 and the year is modulus to 100 is not equal to 0, or the year modulus 400 is equal to 0, we say the year is a leap year. And then we type else, and then we say that year is not a leap year. Okay? And then we're going to run it. So what year was I born? I was born in 1995. It's not a leap year. Let's say us to do 2016. Enter. It's a leap year. Okay? So that is some of the tasks using if statements in C++. We'll leave it there because I don't want to make the video too long, and I'll go through these tasks in my next video on if statements. And that is the leap year there. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please remember to click that like button, subscribe to my channel, and share this channel and video far and wide. And I look forward to making the next video for you very soon. Goodbye for now.